Hi guys, so today I'm going to show you one of my favorite vegetables, which is KangKong or morning glory. Now I first had this vegetable when I was in Thailand and I absolutely loved it, and I was so pleased to find it available in our local supermarkets over here. Now if you are in Dubai like me, you get it easily in Lulu's. When you buy KangKong in a supermarket, there are a couple of tips to keep in mind. Buy the bunches which have the thinner stems, because that means that these are younger shoots. As always, look for a KangKong which has really nice vibrant green leaves on it rather than any of the leaves which are getting a bit yellow or discolored. So for this recipe I've used 2 bundles, and that is more than enough for a family of 5 of us. I love to have my vegetables very simply, so I'm just going to saute this with some ginger and garlic and a hint of sesame oil. Another big tip I forgot to mention when you're cutting your KangKong is you can use the stalks and all in your cooking, so you don't really need to cut off too much unless you have very thick stalks. So if you have a bundle that does have very thick stalks, then go ahead and maybe trim off the thicker bits, but otherwise you can use it stalks and all. So let's get started on this recipe. So I've got some olive oil in my pan, and I'm going to start by adding in some chopped ginger and garlic. Now I've used for this one about a 1-inch ginger which I've cut really fine, and about 5 cloves of garlic. This is another vegetable that I would recommend that you eat fresh when it's just cooked rather than keeping it in the fridge, as with most leafy vegetables. Now the next thing I'm going to do is add in my KangKong or morning glory. I have chopped them roughly in about 1-inch pieces, stalks and all. As with most leafy vegetables, it's 2 bundles over here and it seems like a lot, but it's going to reduce down. You also want to make sure that you wash the vegetables really nicely. So I don't tend to wash the whole thing in one go. I prefer to wash it in batches, just so that I can take out all that grit and sand or whatever really nicely. Now as you can see, this doesn't take very long to cook, but you do need to make sure that your stalks are nice and cooked. So if you want to check for doneness, then taste a bit of the stalk and you will know whether your vegetable is good to go. Now the next thing I'm going to add is some sesame oil, and I love sesame oil with ginger and garlic and leafy vegetables. It's a great combination. So I need just about a teaspoon here. Now sesame oil is a really strong oil, so you don't want to add it in the beginning, and it's nice to just flavor the dish right at the very end. I'm going to add in some salt to taste. Again, I like to have my vegetables with a little crunch in it, so don't overcook it, and you don't need to close it, just you can cook it on an open fire. Just a quick stir and it's done. So I hope you like this vegetable. If you haven't given it a try, please do so. It is a lovely, lovely vegetable to have. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all our recipes, and please share them on all your media.